I really feel your pain. You need to do your license run on Paul Ricard and you have track limits all over the place. As soon as you invalidate the lap, then you need to start over. Watch this video, I'm showing some tips. This is not your super-ish meta power lap time Paul Ricard, nor is it a completely detailed guide. This is just some tips where I come up with to help you out with the license run using the Aston Martin. Check also my Discord. I have setups for the BMW, the Lamborghini, the Ferrari and the McLaren and even the Nissan, and they are all license run based for Paul Ricard. Check them out. If you got your safety rating up to 80 on Assetto Corsa Competizione, we can get into the license run of Low Fuel Motorsport, which is an absolute must if you're playing this game. To find the server where you wanna do the license run, you go to multiplayer, you type in Low Fuel, and then you're gonna look up the track where the license run is, which is Paul Ricard at the moment. Now, for now, it is still Misano at the moment of recording, but this one you want to have. When you open it up, make sure there are not too much drivers. Don't disturb them because they're also doing it. I will give you some tips how to get this license run nice and smooth using the Aston Martin. Let's get into it. And you want to make sure that you have still plenty of time left when you get into it. So having like at least, I don't know, 20 minutes or something, that will give you enough time to actually do the run, so you don't run out of time when you're doing your laps. You want to shoot for a high 59 lap time, like 2 minutes, like 59, something like that. If you can do 7 of those clean laps, then you get the license run, and when the timer resets, the website will give you this green yes, like a yes mark, like you did it. So that you have to wait for. The setup that I recommend you use is gonna be the next one. Aston license Paul Ricard. I'm gonna show you real quick. These values feel really safe to me, and I would just go for like 35 or 40 liters, just so you have like, if you like have a track limit the second lap, you can keep going. So, and if you want to use a different car, I put on our Discord a zip file with a lot of variety of the safe setups just for Paul Ricard. So have a look at the Discord in the link down below. So I'm gonna drive 1 lap. So always, please guys, make sure this is free, there's nobody coming on that straight, and respect that a line, and on the 100-meter mark you want to brake, and every time, like, the biggest pain of this track is going to be your track limits. So really be super careful that you're only with 2 wheels on the curbs or on this like apexes. Don't cut it too much because then you will invalidate it. So never go with more than 2 wheels on the curbs. And I'm gonna show you how you can actually get it. And I also recommend that you find out and like really learn the track before you go into that license run. I believe there are practice servers as well, or doing your own practice server, and just like do a bunch of laps before you get into the initial license run. Now this is a very hard corner if you don't really understand it, but you can just push the brakes a little bit and this will be fast enough for this corner. And then as soon as you see those curves in your vision, you can just like gently be on the brake and throttle. Don't make any sudden movements. Over here as well, it's a little bit of a blind corner. You can take a little bit of curve here, that's okay. But I would just stay off the curbs, like only like 2 wheels over here. As soon as this curb ends, we can hit the brakes. Just like coasting and braking. Take wide lines, use the most of the track as possible. Now let's go into that lap. We needed like a 2-minute lap, like a high 59. So that would be your average lap time you need to go for. 100-meter sign, we push the brakes gently. Don't over push it here, there's plenty of time. And don't go too wide here, that was the absolute limit. So next section, again, that 100-meter sign I'm using as a braking point. Second gear here, just like over here, coasting. Take the outside line here, first gear, on throttle. And also here we need to lift a little bit to allow the car to rotate into this corner. And now we go a full throttle up on this apex. It takes a little bit of skill, yeah. If you're a beginner, that looks very easy, but it actually isn't. But yeah, you gain experience and you will get better at it at some point. Now again, track limit's gonna be your worst enemy, so every time you go on throttle, make sure you're not like understeering into these corners. So like 50% brakes here. You can actually do this on this corner. Again, I see that apex forming, braking. Just let it rotate nicely into this corner. Over here as well we can brake. And then we're gonna cut in when that curve is getting higher. Now again, if we have this part, as soon as this curve stops, we hit the brakes again. Not even 100%, just like 70% of braking. Now we do this corner again. Be very careful that you don't overshoot it there. Now, what kind of lap time do we have here? So this should be, if you can replicate this every time, then you're golden. So make sure that you're not going way too wide, because then you will invalidate it and you need to start over again. Now, if you have an absolute hard time getting a license, or you can do it, but you do search for a nice community to race in, I would recommend the next. Go to YouTube and find Jeff the Sim Cafe. Absolute awesome guy. Look in this stuff right here. Go to his Discord. He has very nice community races and you don't need a license. I have also another option, and that will be the Road to Racer. He has also a nice community. You also don't need a license run for this. Also check. So he doesn't have the Discord, but it's probably in one of his descriptions of the video. There's also a nice community for beginners as well. Now, if you're really struggling with the license run and you need some additional help, go in my Discord. There's a dedicated area for the license run. There are a lot of people who are willing to help you improve. And now that you have the license run, I really recommend you have a look at my preset that I built for every car in the game, so you can start building your own setups when you're getting into different tracks and all that. And a special shout out for everybody who's been supporting the channel financially. It really helps me out. So guys, thanks a lot, and have a look at this preset video, how to make your own car setups.